you know what this is. This is me, Trayvon Jones. If you're not subscribed to my channel, press that subscribe button. Press that thumbs up. Not going to be on long, but I just wanted to talk real quick, because it's been on my mind. So I just wanted to just express it, but this is to the trans community. What I'm noticing is it seems as though the trans community is trying to take the place of actual women. See, what I notice is that a lot of women, especially Black women in particular, have a lot of gay friends, have transgender friends, but these people are low-key hating on you. And this is not all transgender people. So please understand, I'm not speaking to every particular transgender person, but a lot are very hateful of women. And they want to be included as women. Now, here's the thing. I don't have a problem. Well, I do have a problem with it. Yes, I do. But hey, you can do what you want to do. If you want to call yourself a woman, you can call yourself a woman. If you want to be a woman, if you want to say, bitch, I'm a woman, I'm this, I'm that, you go right ahead. And I'm not here to stop you or to shame you or to put you down. But at the end of the day, we all know that you are male. You were born male. Although mentally you want to be a female, that's okay. That's your business. But what I'm going to really need a lot of women, Black women in particular, to start doing is standing up and saying, yo, we cool with you. We accept you, but quit trying to move us out the way. Quit trying to step on us. Quit getting offended when we say, hey, we have periods. Men don't have periods. Transgender women do not have periods. You want to be a woman so bad that you actually mentally are telling yourself and trying to convince everybody else that you have a period, that you can actually ovulate and have a baby. That's mental. I don't care how you look at that, how you splice it, how you dice it. Something is mental with you if you really believe that. If you really believe that you can have a menstrual cycle, something's wrong, because you cannot. You were born, you were giving at birth, you were giving what you were going to be. You were assigned a gender. Now, for whatever reason, you have some people who feel like, well, I don't want to be this gender. You have Gabrielle Union, who is sick and warped, if you ask me. This was she had an agenda. She's pushing an agenda to the fifth power, because that little boy don't know what the fuck he want. You can't make me believe that he know what the hell he want. See, before Gabrielle came into Wade's life, they were normal little boys. He would play basketball with them. They would be normal little boys. All of a sudden, she brings her psychotic ass in, push the mother out of the way, the biological mother out of the way, deem her to be crazy. And then she starts working on this boy, Zion or Zaya. I think his name is Zaya now. Her name is Zaya or something like that. She's too young to even that child is too young to even be able to comprehend what the hell is going on, to even think, well, yeah, I want to make a lifelong decision like this. I want to make it now. Well, now that my brain is not even fully developed and I don't even know what the hell I'm going on, and I have a whole life to live, and I may not want this 10 years from now. It's crazy. More women, y'all need to start speaking up on yourselves. You are real women. You should be offended that you have someone over here talking about that they can have a period too because they're trying to replace you. You got women looking like transgender women now because of the makeup that they put on their faces. You can't really tell who's who now. Because women and transgender men, they look alike now. So you can't even tell who's who. You don't know, Now, it's just with the whole makeup thing. You got men in drag, transgender women over here teaching women how to walk in heels. That's some crazy ass shit to me. That's crazy to have a man who decided that they want to be a woman teach a real woman who produces milk, who can actually carry a baby, how to walk like a real woman. If we can't see what's going on, it's just beyond me how we cannot see what the hell is going on right now. They're trying to, and women are getting the brunt of this hatred. You know, now we have a thing going on right now where men and women hate each other right now. We are really going through it. Black men and black women are really going through it right now. You know, but in this particular situation, I really have to stand with the women on this one because, you know, transgender women are really trying to convince the world that they are actual women, and they want you to say it. They want you to say it and mean it. But in that, why is it, you know, we're over here looking at everybody else's feelings. We're looking at the transgender people's feelings. We don't want to offend them. We don't want to offend them. We don't want to offend them. But in the process, we're offending women. That makes absolutely no sense to me. How we can offend women all the while not trying to offend transgender women who in their minds decided that they want to be women and they've made a decision that they are women. But we are offending real women who actually can produce breast milk, who can actually have a period, who can actually carry a baby. We just push them off to the side. Why is it that transgender women cannot just appreciate a real woman? They can't. Why can't they just appreciate a real woman and just say, you know, we appreciate you. You know, you're a real woman. You know, this is what we decided to do. But, you know, we respect you because everybody comes through a woman. Everybody comes through a woman, a real one, not a made up one, not one who decided at birth, I'm going to rearrange what God made. I'm just going to rearrange it. You know, I was reading an article, and it's very true. This particular article, and I'm just going to paraphrase it, but it was just basically saying that you can put 10 men and 10 transgender women on a deserted island, and within 100 years, all you're going to find is 110 dead men, bones. That's all you're going to find in 100 years is a bunch of bones. That's what you will find. But if you take 10 men, another set of 10 men, because not the and you put them on a deserted island with 100 women, and with 100 years, you're going to find a thriving community. That's what you're going to find. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Brandon. How you doing? But that's what you're going to find when you know, within 100 years, you're going to find a thriving community. You're going to find little boys, little girls, women, children, just out of 10 men and 100 women. This is what you will find because that's the natural order of things. I don't care how we try to splice it, how we try to go around it. And again, you know, people's lifestyles are their lifestyles. I'm not here to judge because I don't want nobody judging me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to judge when it comes to that, but we have to be realistic. We have to be realistic. Why are we hating on the very thing that is bringing life into this world? Women are important in that aspect. Men carry the seed. We are very important also. And it's not to diminish men because men are very important, you know, with creation. We are the actual carriers of the seed. And we create if it's going to be a male or female. We determine that. That's us. But the woman is who carries our seed, who brings life into this world. We put it in there and they bring it forth. You will never get that from transgender women. And I don't care how mental you are. I don't care how you try to understand, try to make your lifestyle make sense or whatever the situation is. It'll never be right in the eyes of what is natural. Never. Because it's not natural. It defeats the purpose. Matter of fact, it's death. It's not life. It's death. Really, when you think about it, because when you're procreating, when you're having sex, you're procreating, you're creating life. That's what sex is for. It's for pleasure, but it's also to create more of you. But when you go against that, death is around the corner because you're not creating, you're not producing, you're not reproducing anything. So we gotta stop, this, and more men need to start, saying, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Because they are actually going after real men, and getting upset with real men because they don't want to acknowledge them as being real women. You have a whole lot of heterosexual men that say, hey, I want a real woman who was born a woman at birth, who was designed a female at birth. That's what I want. And you have a lot of transgender that are upset about this because they want to be women so bad. And they want you to say it and feel it and accept it. And to say that you would not want to date one of them or to be with one of them is weird to them. And see, that's where the problem is coming. That's where I'm having a problem, because you're shaming heterosexual men. You're shaming real women for being who they are. That's naturally who they are. You are genetically modified, but yet you want to get upset with the natural. That's some crazy ass shit to me. And that shit got to be stopped. We shouldn't normalize that, and we need to put a stop to that. And with our voices and speaking up on that shit, because we're too accepting. We're accepting. We're now to the point we're accepting where they're trying to move your ass out of the way, ladies. They're trying to bump your ass out the way, and they're trying to make heterosexual men accept men who decide that, well, I want to be a woman now. So you're going to accept me as one, and I'm one now. No, nope. We have to start bringing shame back. See, we are in a society where we want to push shame out the window. We don't want to talk about shame. We don't want, how dare you shame someone, fat shaming them and then shame. No, we need to bring back shame, because shame fixes things. Shame stops people from doing stupid things like the baby mama culture that we have right now. See, there was a time where that was shameful. Your ass would get shipped off to Mississippi some damn where, but to your great auntie's house in Mississippi or South Carolina or Texas or some shit like that, because your dumb ass is just an embarrassment to the family. Your ass laid up and got pregnant. But now we normalize it like it's normal. So now that we normalize it, this is all you get. This is all you see, and especially in the Black community, it's so sad. I just Googled, you can Google this, y'all, that Black women are the biggest baby mamas. They are the biggest baby mamas, y'all, and the least desirable. Nobody wants to marry a Black woman. When they did a study on all the dating apps and things of that nature, you can Google this right now, y'all. When they did a study of all the dating apps, Black women are the least desirable. Everybody will pump and dump them. Everybody will fuck them. Everybody impregnate them, leave them with a baby, shit like that. But don't nobody want them. Asian men are at the bottom too. Don't nobody want to date a Asian man. For some, for whatever the reasons, you know what I'm saying? But Black women are at the bottom of the dating. And this is a curse, y'all. I know, I'm not trying to even get biblical and all of that right now, because it ain't even about all that. But we must understand this is a curse that's going on right now. We are still living under a curse. And right now, what we're witnessing is our women out of order, being haughty, and the Bible tells you that women are going to surpass men. But this is what we're witnessing right now. Women just being haughty with stretched out necks, talking crazy. You a 5'2" woman jumping in a 6'4" man's face. Where do they do that at, y'all? Only in America you can get away with shit like that. We are so fucking out of order. So a lot of us are going to be destroyed, are going to have to be stopped because we are so fucking out of order, because we are over here dating. We are actually encouraging our men to date outside of their race and out of their nation because we're so miserable with the women that we have in our nation. That's some bullshit, y'all. That we've allowed it to get this far, that our grandfathers and our great grandfathers allowed it to even get this damn far without putting a stop to it back then. They should have put a stop to that shit back then, but they didn't. They didn't. And our women are so out of order where they hate us, where they talk down to us, they put us down. And instead of taking accountability, they spin this narrative of no accountability and it's everybody else's fault. This has always been the playbook from feminism and, all these type of things. This is what we're watching and this is what we're witnessing right now. But it's up to us men to get the shit back in order. But right now we are out here dating other cultures, other races, and we ain't supposed to do that like that, y'all. But we hate our women so much, and we trying to get the fuck away from our women so much that we would much rather date an Asian woman or some other type of woman who is more feminine, who's going to treat us with more respect, not jump in our faces, talking crazy to us. We would rather do that, And in that, we are sinning. I know a lot of y'all don't even want to hear all that, but the reality is that's what we're doing. Because we are supposed to build our nation up. But I sound like a fool right now, even talking about black love, black unity, all that kind of shit, because the shit don't exist no more. And a lot of our people, we are going to have to just leave behind and let go. And this is what you're witnessing right now. We are leaving behind a group of people, a lot of our women who are just in the world and just don't give a fuck about us. Don't give a damn about us. And we got to be honest, y'all. Throughout history, we can sit up here and keep lying to our children, talking about how the black man and the black woman, and throughout history, we were in that slave, but we were together, and we were together, when we were enslaved and all the kind of bullshit, all that kind of stuff. But the black woman ain't never belonged to us like that. Never. Never. Maybe at one particular time. But after all the mixing of and all these different cultures coming in and, and trying to taking our land and all that kind of shit, black women ain't never belonged to us. They stopped belonging to us. As a matter of fact, black women were the ones selling us out the most. It was your great great grandmamas and great great aunties. See, when I do my history, I don't really have a long history of slavery in my family. It's just not there. Now, it's a whole lot of black people that I know, they were, they have ancestors that were slaves and things. But in my history, I just don't see it. Now, when I go back, there were women in my family because, we're mixed. We got to be honest. We're mixed with the white man, coming in and, raping our foremothers and shit like that and having babies with our great great grandmothers. Well, you had some of those white men that took care of our great great grandmothers and shit like that and actually put them on their property and put them on deeds, and they inherited things. This is the case with my family. A lot of the women in my family inherited things, from their daddies and shit like that. Yeah. And they owned slaves. See, black women own slaves too, y'all. Yeah. Yep. And this is the case. So black women have really always had a disdain for black men. When you really think about it, they never really cared about us. And they will be the first ones to go off and will go to white daddy in a minute and create a whole nother breed of people. They were the ones doing that to us. They did that. So black women, they never really, really belong to us, y'all, especially being in this country under this white supremacy and all of this destruction. They never really belong to us, you know, and and we have to come to the realization of that. And as hard as it is, because again, my mama's black, you know, I have black aunties, sisters, you know, how you doing, Fried Time Media? Y'all bless to you too, family. You know, but that's the reality. And we have to come to the realization that a lot of black women really had a disdain for us. There was a story that I was reading about a black woman, you know, who had inherited, you know, slaves and, you know, and property from, you know, her family and things of that nature. She married a black man, you know, a slave, you know, she married him, but he pissed her off. He made her mad. She ended up selling him back into slavery. I said, see, this is where the mindset comes in where, you know, the black woman, you know, you cuss her ass out because she acting stupid or she trying to cause a problem in the house. And you like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. Or you trying to leave her ass or whatever the situation is. She'll call the police on you. She will call the police on you in a minute. All that shit stems from back then. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They have always had a disdain for us. Always. I can't tell you how I can talk to some of my cousins who was raised by my auntie, who was a single crackheaded ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And they hated her for a long time. How you gonna be an old woman living in an apartment by yourself when you got 6 fucking children that won't even watch you? I wouldn't do no shit like that to my mother. Not me. Unless she wanted to do that, unless she wanted to be on her own. But I would never do no shit like that to my mother. But you got 6 fucking kids and you living in an apartment by yourself in downtown Los Angeles. That's strange to me. That's weird. But your kids don't like you because of how miserable you made them. You talked about their daddy. They didn't know who their daddies were. You know, you always cussing them out, going off on them. They never could have the things that they needed because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. This is reality. And we got to stop coddling these women who historically have never fucking liked us. They got a campaign online about black women over here talking about murdering, killing. Yeah, I said that. You know, I know YouTube probably gonna have a field day with that. But they are just basically deleting male babies. The boys, they find out it's a boy, they will spend top dollar to get rid of it. That's the disdain that they have. They are actually having conversations about this. And we're not worried about this, y'all. We got to stop having babies with these women in this country. We got to let them go. See, from a biblical standpoint, when we talk about a lot of our 2/3 of our people are just not going to make it. They're going to be destroyed. We have to come to the realization that it's going to be a lot of our women and children that are going to be destroyed in the process of that. And we have to just accept it and move on. But we shouldn't be deprived of having a family, having children, because a lot of black men don't even have no damn kids. Don't have no children, don't have no prospects to even have any children, because ain't no good women out there to have the children. Who the fuck will purposely be put on have a baby with a woman so you can be put on child support? Who will purposely do some shit like that? Unless you're a fucking major simp. We done seen 50, 60 years of this shit. At this point, when are we going to wake up? Well, we are waking up. We have woke up and said enough of this. And women are losing their minds because a lot of their financial support is going out the fucking window. A lot of homelessness is happening right now with a lot of black women. They're losing their minds. They're losing their Section 8 vouchers. That strong and independent shit that they were on. Well, no. White Zaddy was taking care of you. We were all taking care of you. We are the government. We were all pitching in for you to have that nice ass 3-bedroom apartment so you can drive a brand new car and shit like that. We were paying for all of that kind of stuff. But all the while, you over here talking about how independent you are and how your children are over here saying, my mama take care of me, not acknowledging the father at all, especially if he's paying child support, not acknowledging him at all. Like he ain't doing a motherfucking thing. They look at the mama like she's God. And in our community, the black woman has always been God. The black woman is the head and is God in our community. And that's some bullshit. Men need to start taking their rightful places back. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Press that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Share this video. But men need to start taking back their rightful places, because how the woman became God in the community. And even when my cousins talk to me about my aunt and how, the disdain that they have, they still have a form of, of respect, and they don't go too far, because they have a respect, because women, it's like black women could do no wrong in our community. Like they can absolutely do no wrong in our community at all. And we got to quit that shit and start calling it out, because that's why our community is going down, and it's in the trash that it's in. And you have white supremacy and other groups of people laughing at us, saying, gee, what we put out there is actually working. A lot of these other women don't even like black women. This is just an excuse for them to hate on black women publicly, because black women are just attacking them and calling them poor and dirty and and can't speak English, and because we're deciding to go over to a lot of these women and talking about these are impoverished nations and this and that, where a lot of these women from birth are raised on how to take care of a man and the importance of a man. But in America, the women are raised, and when you say, hey, you need to do better. See, in an American black woman's mind, to do better means to get more money, financial, not improve yourself, lose weight, have a better personality, be more sweeter, kinder, loving, be more of a nurturing mother. See, they don't think of changing in that manner. They think of changing in, I'm going to get a better job. I'm going to go to school and better myself, not changing my attitude, not changing, to be a better person, to be, so people can like me, so I can kind of stop that stupid ass narrative that people got going on. Because a lot of these other women were jealous of you and hateful, but now you're a laughing stock. And it's so unfortunate. It's unfortunate because you're too busy trying to attack black men all the while you're being attacked on so many levels, because not only do you have these other cultures of women attacking you right now, you also have transgender want to be women attacking you, trying to remove you and take your place, and get mad when you say, hey, I have a period, and I can have a baby. And to not include them in on that, and not to sound as psychotic as them, something wrong with you. This is what's happening right now. But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just stand back and just let it be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to let it, it's going to do what it's going to, I'm going to just let it ride on out. It is what it is. But honestly, black women, y'all need to start standing up for yourselves, because you're standing up for yourselves for the wrong reasons. You're standing up for yourselves against black men when you have no reason to be standing up against us. You should be supporting us and being there for us. Because you claim that y'all the most disrespected and disrespected. Nobody cares about y'all. Y'all this, that. You guys claim all these things, but then you're so disrespectful, and you show your racism towards your own men. That white supremacy bullshit that y'all hold on to, just to control men, your man in your community. Shit got to stop. And then you claim that black men are not protecting y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I would never protect a woman who claims that they don't need me or that I'm strong and independent. That I don't want to, I'm not going to go out of my way to jump in your way. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Because I'm not going to get myself killed, possibly, for someone who would throw me up under the bus as soon as they get a chance. Not going to happen. Not going to do that. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Press that thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Again, share this video. Like this video, all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you all on the next video. But tell me what you think. You know, Black women are really being attacked right now, but a lot of Black women, they did this to themselves. But again, they're deflecting. They're not taking any accountability. And the first step towards healing is accountability. You know, accountability. Because our men, the men of our community are going to continue to get the fuck away from y'all. So a lot of Black women are going to continue to be angry. Instead of changing who they are, they're going to continue to be angry with Black men, because it's going to get to the point where Black women are going to start shooting and deleting Black men in the damn streets. You know, so honestly, at this point, just to avoid them, because they're so fucking aggressive. They're so aggressive. Honestly, I just deal with them when I have to deal with them at work. But when I'm at work, honestly, it's Black women, especially if they have some authority. Those are the ones that give me the worst problems. And it's embarrassing because other groups of people can see how they're treating me and treating a Black man and treating other Black people. And they just all laugh. They see it. Yeah, that Black woman might be treating y'all like shit, but you know, I'm gonna tell this story real quick. You know, it's this one job, you know, I was working at for a while. You know, I had a contract with this particular job, and it was a Black woman supervisor who liked to micromanage, and she was just horrible. She was just a horrible individual, and she was just nitpicking and just causing problems. And, you know, and then there was a Latino supervisor around the corner who, all the little Latino people that he had working with him, he made sure that when he did the assignment, he put all the Latino people on his side with him so that he can protect them. And, you know, and he didn't treat them like that. You know, he let them sleep. And, you know, as long as they answer their call lights and do their job and do what they need to do, he let them sleep. You know, but the Black woman around the corner was just giving all the Black people that was stuck on her side with her just problems. That's the kind of shit that be going on, y'all. And it's crazy. You know, you got the Latino man over here protecting his, you know, as much as he can, you know, but we just open. We just open. We just live prey, just open, just to be attacked and devoured by our own. It's crazy. It's to the point where I don't even want to work with some Black women. I mean, seriously, it's that deep where I really go out of my way to avoid working with, you know, if I know it's going to be a lot of Black people, Black women in particular, I can work fine with black men. You know, I can work fine with men in general. For the most part, I have no problems with men. And other groups of women, you know, I can work well with them other than their little, you know, favoritism and, you know, oh, you're a man and you're so strong. It's like, fuck all that. You can keep that bullshit. We equal as far as I'm concerned. You in America, motherfucker. We equal. Fuck you. With anything I can do, you can do better, right? Keep that same fucking energy. I ain't care to coddle to no American woman. That shit done. See, when I want to be a hero and be a strong man, I go somewhere else and deal with a feminine woman that appreciates that. These bitches now, we equal. Don't sit up there and think I'm supposed to stretch my arms out, lifting my muscles out, talking about lifting that for you. I ain't doing that shit. No. If I can't tell you to be feminine, you can't tell me to be masculine, what you would consider masculine. A real man does this and a real man does that. Not for you. No way. Them days are over. Dating in America or being with an American woman or impregnating an American woman is out of the question. And I say the same thing to you men. Don't do it. You're a fool if you do. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video. Shalom. Peace out.